I'm Shawn Robertson, lead artist on Bioshock Infinite, and you're watching Platform32.
The first Bioshock, which was developed by Irrational Games, was pretty much a work of art. A sublime game which captivated players and lived on in their memories long after they had completed it. Bioshock 2, however, never achieved the same level of success. Developed by 2K Marin and coming complete with a shoehorned multiplayer mode which failed to capture the attention of gamers, Bioshock 2 quickly sank down the charts, and it's not uncommon to see a pre-owned version of the game going for cheaper than its predecessor. In the third instalment of the series, Irrational are back in charge, and in a complete change of visual style, the playing fields have been moved from underneath the sea to high above the clouds in a floating city. And as you can see from the gameplay footage here, it looks simply stunning. We spoke to lead artist Shawn Robertson at E3 to find out more about this incredibly beautiful game.
In Bioshock Infinite, you play as Booker DeWitt. He is an ex-Pinkerton agent who is sent to the flying city of Columbia to rescue Elizabeth and bring her back down to Earth. Now, Elizabeth is being imprisoned by this guy right here, the Songbird, and he doesn't want to let her go, so there's a little bit of conflict there.
As lead artist on the game, you are responsible for its jaw-dropping visuals and art style. What goals were you trying to achieve with the graphics in Bioshock Infinite?
First of all, we have an amazing team. We have 23 artists back at the studio who just do a kick-ass job. And really, when we're creating a Bioshock game at Irrational, one of our main goals is to make the city or the environment that you're going to be exploring a character in itself. I mean, we really want to add the details that make people want to stay in that space and explore it, and let the narrative pull them through at their own pace. So that's really our goal, is to keep the players interested in just the space itself, and the narrative on top is gravy.
Gravy. So, in Bioshock and Bioshock 2, players were able to purchase and acquire plasmids which boosted their abilities and awarded them with special powers. Will plasmids be carrying on over to Bioshock Infinite?
The player's left-hand powers are called Vigors in Bioshock Infinite. You saw the murder of crows being shown in the demo, and a more recent one that we just unveiled, the bucking bronco, which lifts people out of cover into the air. I don't want to get into too much detail about what we'll be revealing next, but we have more stuff up our sleeve.
The Murder of Crows vigor literally lets you send a murder of crows to attack your chosen target, while, as we witnessed in the E3 demo, the bucking bronco vigor will lift enemies out of cover. Hanging helplessly in midair, these floating fools can then be picked off in any way you like. Look, check it out. Splat! One of the things that made people fall in love with the original Bioshock was the immense level of immersion. It was a fantasy world full of horror, dark humour and shocking twists, but thanks to the amazingly high production values, it was also a genuinely believable one. Will Bioshock Infinite live up to the standards set by the first game?
Our main goal is to tell a compelling story and have fantastic gameplay through that story. Those are the things that are driving people through the game. So I don't want to get too heavy into details like horror versus comedy versus drama. I mean, I will say that it will be a very compelling story, and that's our main goal. Is make the player feel immersed, make them want to know what's around that next corner, make them attached to these characters that we're creating and feel for them and want to be pulled through the story.
Bioshock Infinite was definitely one of the most exciting and impressive games that I managed to witness at E3, and there has been an amazing buzz about it from the gaming community at large. How does it feel knowing that you are working on such a highly anticipated game, especially when the feedback is so positive?
It's been fantastic. It's easy to forget as a game developer, because you're sitting in front of your desk, God knows how many hours a day, and you're with your team and you're all working on the same things, you're all struggling on the same problems. When you finally get to show it to the public and get a really positive reaction, that really builds your energy up and gets you ready for that push to get this game out there to the public.
So there we have it. The Bioshock universe is back in the hands of its creators, and it looks set to be one of the most breathtaking games of 2012. With art design that blows away any of its contemporaries, new fast-paced, exhilarating gameplay, and hopefully a storyline which will match the depth and detail of the first, the thought that there would be anyone in the world who would not want to play this game would just be Bioshocking.